Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the October meeting of the Westborough Economic Development Committee. For those of you joining us remotely, we can see you, or at least we hope we can. If you're still in your pajamas, though, your secret is safe with us. Before we dive in, I want to acknowledge that we're meeting here this morning. I know it takes a commitment to be here this early in the morning, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time and being here. We have a full agenda this morning, which means we're going to keep ourselves going along nicely. We'll be reviewing 6 business assistant grant applications, which is a lot, supporting everything from dance to landscaping to accounting. It is proof that our local business economy is as diverse as it is dynamic. We'll also hear the committee reports, getting updates on our downtown zoning article, which for the record is Article 14, not 13, so we're already off to a lucky start. And we'll discuss exciting developments in branding, tourism, and even some AI events. Nothing says small town charm quite like artificial intelligence. Speaking of which, Laura will update us on the Halloween and stroll planning. I promise the only scary thing about today's meeting will be how quickly we'll get through this agenda. Now, housekeeping, we'll need to approve our September 9th minutes and discuss selecting a vice chair. I'm not saying that's a glamorous position, but at least you get to sit next to me. So let's make this a productive morning. Our next meeting is November 4th, so we have 4 weeks to implement whatever brilliant ideas come up from today's discussions. So first thing on the agenda, we'd like to approve the minutes for September 9th, and I'd like to get a motion on that, unless there's any. Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
Awesome, great. Let's do a roll call. Yeah.
Leonardo, yes.
Leben, yes.
Carol, yes.
Jingers, yes.
Coker, yes.
Bagden, yes.
Marshall, yes.
Williams, yes.
Danny?
Mayor, yes.
Oh, Laura, that's your other one. Okay, so I was just, Elsie, that's you. Okay, great.
Yeah, that's me.
Perfect, okay, great. Okay, so next thing on the agenda we have, here we go here. All right, let's start going with the, we want to talk a little bit about the vice chair position. And anyone had thought about becoming or working on the vice chair position? Anyone give it any thought? Okay.
Well, the role of vice chair is really in your absence to
Yes, right.
to run the meeting.
Right.
So
Pretty much.
if no one's volunteering, I'm happy to do it, Sandy.
You are?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
With excitement.
Yeah, I can see that. As select board member, are you?
Chrissy, that shouldn't be an issue, should it? No.
No, we typically try to.
I know.
If the staff isn't jumping, because we
I know.
typically try to not have staff in
Yeah.
those roles.
Yeah.
But
And we,
anyone else.
yeah, we don't usually like the select board member because usually sometimes we get another vote, but this is really in your absence. So
Okay.
if everyone's okay with that, I'm happy to do it. Everyone's like, thank God. Thank God someone volunteered. Yeah, I'm fine to do that.
All right, well,
Should we have a vote?
do we need to vote on that?
We need a nomination.
Nomination,
A
yeah.
nomination?
I would nominate Shelby Marshall as vice chair to
Second that.
EDC.
Second.
Dave second?
Leonardo, yes.
Leben, yes.
Carol, yes.
Jingers, yes.
Coker, yes.
Bagden, yes.
Marshall, yes.
Williams, yes.
Danny?
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, we lost him. Okay. All right, great. Well, congratulations, Vice
You're
Chair
welcome. Yeah,
Marshall.
thank you.
We appreciate that so much. All right.
Need my business card soon.
Awesome. That's great. So let's take a look at the business assistant grants. We are going to get started with Good Cause LLC, which is Brio 33.
So just for the record, I'm recusing myself. I'm actually a partner in Brio 33, but because of that, I'm going to recuse myself for all of the grant votes, just so there's no issue.
Okay. Thank you so much. Welcome. Hi, Abby.
How are you?
Oh, well, how are you? Good to see you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here today. I'm here on behalf of Brio 33, a new restaurant in town. We're located on the first floor at 33 East Main Street in the Bay State Common, and this is our first location. Our company, Good Cause LLC, executed a 10-year lease with 2 5-year options with a property owner that started in August 2025. The restaurant has been abandoned since February 2025. I was previously the general manager at Tavolino, and I'm excited to be general manager at Brio 33. Our company, Good Cause LLC, Brio 33, is over 85% women-owned, 70% of which are Westborough residents. We have hired more than 40 full and part-time employees working between 20 and 40 hours per week. The employees with service operation 5 days a week for lunch and dinner, Wednesday through Sunday. We have hired several Westborough High School students to work under the work permit program to begin an employment, mentoring, and growth opportunity through high school and college. We have also started conversations with Post-22 program here in town to provide young adults with work training opportunities within our restaurant, which we're really excited about. We did not know when we applied for the grant just how critically beneficial it would be to us at this point in our launch. Although many improvements were more expensive than our project mission had planned, our signage due to awnings cost nearly $20,000 to replace. We have done some landscaping around the building as well. We've replaced a lot of kitchen equipment like refrigeration and stoves, just minor repairs that kind of built up over time within the space. This curbside investment and our desire to present a beautiful result for the community has left us short of a critical investment in kitchen machinery. So Brio 33 is a scratch restaurant. So we pride ourselves in everything that we bring in as a whole product. We then break it down and create everything on our menu. So a big part of that is our pizza dough mixer. That was one of the items that was not left behind from the previous owner. So it would be a really big deal for us to be able to make our own pizza dough. Just one of the things we're just looking to add to what we've been building. So this extremely expensive pizza dough mixer requires about $10,000 to replace. Our project was grossly over budget, but with the support of our ownership team, the landlord, the town departments like Laura, and the EDC, we worked very hard to get here. That said, being awarded this grant will bring us one step closer to purchasing this very important part of our kitchen. We are happy to report that we are now on target for soft openings beginning Wednesday, October 15th, with October being ramped up month. Our grand opening is targeted for Wednesday, November 5th. We appreciate your consideration and look forward to hearing from you.
Great. Thank you, Abby. Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited that that location is going to be reopening.
Yeah, very
I know I
excited.
am.
I'm ready just to get back to business as usual.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. So anyone have any questions for Abby?
Just curious, the overages, were some of these due to the unexpected tariffs on all your equipment, or what do you think caused the overages?
So we have been looking into different options. The range is about $10,000 to $20,000 for this specific piece of equipment. We are looking to purchase something, a piece of equipment that's used from Westerman, and it's a kitchen supply company in Worcester. So we're looking at that $10,000 to $20,000 range.
I would say the overages were really on the improvements that needed to be made, some things that were not predicted. Just once we got in there, as Abby mentioned, the restaurant had been vacant for some time, and as we worked through requirements of the town departments, and it just, it adds up very quickly. There's probably some inflationary factor there, but can't tie it back to tariffs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kind of like when you watch that house flipping and all of a sudden they're,
Yeah.
the walls need to be, yeah.
They open a wall and
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Anyone else have any great question? Thank you. Anyone else have any questions?
No, I think this is the exact intent of the grant, is to create something that is an attraction that will bring people from not only locally but from out of town, fill a vacant space, create some diversity in our dining options. I think it's wonderful. I'm 100% in support.
Yeah, I think great restaurants are a great way to attract people to our region, and sorely missed when the other restaurant closed, but having worked with Abby and knowing what kind of events she can put on and what kind of a restaurant she can run, I think this is exactly what this town needs.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, and next up we have Laureen Eldericio.
Yes, Aldericio.
Eldericio, okay, nice to see you. Academy of Dance Expressions.
Yes, thank
How
you.
are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. We're
Good.
excited to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So my name is Laureen Aldericio. I'm the owner and artistic director of Academy of Dance Expressions, located at 164 Milk Street. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for this wonderful opportunity. A little bit of background, I've been in business this year for 31 years in Westborough, with a very strong connection to Westborough, always wanting to be in this town. I have an ongoing commitment to my business and space. I teach dance to all ages, from age 2 to adults. I have a woman, she's 82 and takes adult ballet with me. So we have lots of fun. A little bit of background. A short 5 years ago, I had done build out for my old space at Bay State Commons, and then COVID hit. So we had, a little bit of time there, but I was very happy at that location. And then unexpectedly, the new owners of Bay State had told me that I had to move because my space was at the fair market value, and they weren't going to give me much time to find space. So I had to quickly look for space in the mid of my dance season, but I luckily found 164 Milk Street, which was already a dance studio. But it needed a huge amount of work to be presentable and to be up to date for children and so forth to come in. I have already put a lot of money into the space in a short period of time so that I could continue to operate my business. And the grant will help me with the move and the huge expense that I had put forth so unexpectedly already. We are in the space. We love the space. So yes, thank you for your time and consideration.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions? I guess I have a question. So the fair market value, so you were paying below fair market value and they were going to be increasing your rent?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How much notice were you given?
Not much. Maybe like 3 months.
And you've been in business here for
For 31
plus
years this year. Just celebrated last year 30. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. And you took over the Charlotte Klein next to Fresh Monkey, right?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, it was the old Charlotte Klein.
Yep, gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else have any questions? Thank you for all the work that you do in this community. I mean, the creativity and having it from children to adults, I think that's big. We need more of you in the world, so thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right, next up, Lindsay Taylor Spatique.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Meredith Colheap. I'm a co-owner of Lindsay Taylor Spatique. We are a salon and spa here in Westborough. We're located at 45 East Main Street, right across from Arturo's. We currently occupy 3 units there, 3,600 square feet, first floor, and are a full women-owned business. We have a staff of 20 people, and today we're requesting we had to expand our hot water heater because of the amount of clients that are coming in from Westborough, from Hopkinton, from Boston. We needed to not have cold water when clients were getting their hair washed or their feet in a pedicure sink. So the cost was $5,300. It was already installed by Original Contracting, which is a Westborough contractor that we've used for all of our work for our business. Our landlord is a Westborough resident. I myself have been a Westborough resident for 16 years. Allison Lindsay, my business partner, is a lifer. I think everyone knows that she's been here forever. We are requesting the full $5,000 to help pay for that expansion of the hot water heater. We have been in business in Westborough for 9 years this month, so we're super proud of that. We've been at this location for 4 years and just signed another 5-year lease with Todd. So we're here for another 5 at least. And yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for today.
Okay. Any questions for Meredith? Oh, okay. All right. Quiet group today. Thank you, Meredith.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up, Nina Bond, CPA here.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
My name is Nina Bond. I'm the founder and president of Nina Bond CPA, CDFA PC, operating here in Westborough for over 10 years. I'm also a long-term resident of Westborough. My business currently has a long-term lease for office space in the old mill building on Milk Street, 69 Milk Street. I've been a CPA for over 30 years, primarily assisting individuals and small businesses with tax planning, tax preparation, and tax consulting. I'm also a CDFA, which is a Certified Divorce Financial Analyst. And as a CDFA, I assist individuals and their attorneys with understanding all of the financial and tax aspects of divorce. I've also been called as an expert witness for litigated cases that go to trial. I recently formed a financial collaborative relationship with a investment advisor and financial planner. The goal of the collaboration was to be able to offer additional services to my tax and divorce clients. A collaborative wealth and tax strategy approach allows my company to offer a valuable all-encompassing approach for clients, such as integrated financial planning, enhanced tax-efficient investing, and streamlined communication with clients as financial professionals. I frequently come across, that disconnect of communication where someone has like an investment advisor and a financial planner, and then they have me who is helping them with tax and tax planning. And sometimes the financial advisor will say, well, ask your tax advisor, and vice versa. So I saw an opportunity to be able to integrate that as being very helpful for my clients. And so in order to make this collaboration efficient and effective for clients, it really requires, I felt, both professionals being in the same shared office space. And at the current time, my office layout was just kind of like a giant, open space. So in order to make it a little bit more aesthetic, we did some interior renovations to make another office space for this other professional. And the cost, it has been completed. The cost of the improvements was $6,300. And they were done by Original Contracting, who is also a Westborough-based business. So I had submitted the application with the committee with the hopes of obtaining some assistance with the cost. So I thank you for your consideration.
So the growth of the business, you're anticipating growth of the business with having more clients because you're more of a one-stop shop. Is that correct?
Correct. I absolutely think this will grow my business exponentially because I'll be able to share some of the, the fees and so on that goes along with this integrative approach. My goal of which kind of replacing some of my tax work, being in the business for over 30 years, tax season is taking its toll. So I'm looking to a little bit more grow my business and even just kind of shift it a little bit.
Are you anticipating any employees being added to your practice?
Actually, I currently have 2 part-time employees, and I believe that this will actually make one of them full-time.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions?
Hi, Nina. Is this a partnership, or are you going to work together, or is it 2 separate entities, or?
So we're 2 separate entities because of the investment advisory services. There's a lot of SEC / things that have to, have to happen.
Yep.
So I can't really be a part of that.
Okay.
But through Commonwealth Financial Group, which is the back office of this advisor, they do have an opportunity for a professional to work kind of like as a referral source.
Yep.
So it does require us to be separate as far as like entity, but we are working together daily on, our current relationships and building more. And even today we have 2 meetings with some of my 2 of my clients, to perhaps pursue this relationship with these 2 clients. So
Were they planning on making a financial commitment to this too, for the space, or just through a grant?
are you referring to the advisor?
Yeah.
Well, we both have already paid for the improvements, if that's
Okay.
what you're asking.
Okay.
Yeah, we
You
split
both
them.
have paid for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Where was the advisor located before?
He's newly formed, so he was working for another advisor, as an employee, and he started his own business as a result of leaving that. And then I kind of took him under my wing and have really helped him grow his business here in Westborough too. So.
So Karen, that was a great question on that. So is the 6,300 like the entire thing, or each one of you put 6,300
It
in?
was for the entire cost.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That was a great question. Thank you. Any other question? No? Awesome. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Appreciate it.
Of course. All right. Next up is TB Lawn and Landscape.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for having me. My name is Tristan Bond, and I'm the owner of TB Lawn and Landscape. I'm a long-term resident of Westborough for 13 years now, and I also graduated from Westborough High School last year in 2024, and I started my business earlier this year. So I applied for this grant in order to purchase a skid steer, which is a heavy piece of machinery that will help me expand my business and be able to offer services that I just can't do myself. So now I've recently been offering more basic landscaping services such as tree trimming, mulching, mowing, stuff like that. But the skid steer will allow me to expand into more snow removal contracts, plowing work, other kind of work for masonry and stuff like that, site work that I'm not able to do myself.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So congratulations on getting started. Entrepreneurial journey is always fun. Danny, did you have something? No? Okay.
What's the total cost of the skid steer?
$3,000.
Okay. All right.
And how did you get into landscaping?
So I started by door-to-door sales with people in my neighborhood, advertising my business and just getting my foot in the door there.
Okay. Did you find a passion for it growing up, or what made you go in this direction?
I did, and I've also loved working outside and stuff like that, and the freedom that's associated with owning my own business and stuff like that. And I've always loved to help around the house when I was younger with landscaping stuff, and I wanted to pursue a career in it.
How many clients do you have now?
As of now, for as far as mowing, I have 20 weekly clients, and I have a bunch of fall cleanups that are on the schedule for this year. So I'm definitely hoping for next year and this winter for plowing and stuff like that with the skid steer. That'll help me a lot.
Are you looking to grow and add employees? So
Absolutely.
You feel like this will enable you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your goal for employees in the next couple of years?
I'm looking for next year to start a mowing crew, so 2 new employees who would run their own crew and work separately from me. So that would allow me to have more time to do bigger jobs, and help work the skid steer more, pretty much. That's my goal.
So you have the estimated cost of your project at $5,000, but the skid steer is $3,000?
Correct.
Okay, all right, so is that, go ahead.
Is there a differential for the additional 2,000 or?
No, so there ended up being an issue with the skid steer with something that I had to fix that had worked out with the previous owner, so there was a discount associated with that.
Okay, all right, that's good to know.
So you're going to get that repaired or?
I did, yeah. I do all the work on the equipment myself, so it was just another thing I had to take care of.
I wish my son was
Okay.
like that.
You know, this reminds me of a great story. As everybody knows, I do advertising here in town, and I had a young guy about your age or maybe younger who came in and would give us like $12 a week for an ad in the paper to do his landscaping, and now 30 years later, he's like one of the most successful realtors in town. So,
Oh, wow.
Just watching you start it's cool. It's good for you.
Definitely. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Any other questions? No? Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Good presentation. All right, next up we have, last but not least, Thrive Collective Metro West. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
That's hard to follow.
I know.
So nice to see young graduates opening their own businesses. Good morning, and thank you for giving me a few moments of your time in what I'm sure are otherwise very busy schedules. My name's Renee Kashmiri. I am a Westborough resident and parent, a career mental health counselor, and most recently a business owner. After spending 15 years serving as a mental health counselor in public schools, I made the decision in June to leave education to start my own private practice here in Westborough at 8 Church Street, Thrive Collective. The decision to leave the school system and venture into business ownership was not one that I took lightly. Serving children and families is my passion, my skill set, and my calling. In the end, however, I felt confident that I could be contributing to the well-being of children and families more purposefully through private practice, and specifically felt strongly about doing so here in my own community of Westborough. As you may know, mental health needs in children and adolescents are at an all-time high, and our schools are feeling the substantial impact of this. A few weeks ago, I received an email from the Massachusetts Teachers Association alerting me to a statewide school safety forum occurring tomorrow to discuss the rising, unsafe, and sometimes even violent working conditions many educators are facing, and the lack of robust mental health support available to students and staff across the state. Our youth are in desperate need of additional mental health services outside of their school buildings, both for their benefit and the benefit of their families, but also to relieve the increasingly high demands being placed on our teachers and school staff. My mission is to provide high-quality, individualized, robust mental health care specifically for children, adolescents, and their families, and I could think of no other place I would rather start this venture than in my own community. When my husband and I moved to Westborough to raise our family over 5 years ago now, we were true transplants. We knew no one in town, and it was the height of the COVID pandemic. Year after year, as we become further entrenched in this community, we are more and more proud to call ourselves Westborough residents. Our community is diverse, kind, welcoming, and hardworking. And I would consider it an honor and a privilege to contribute to the well-being of families in our town, whether in ways big or small. My understanding is that currently the Department of Youth and Families has had to merge with Shrewsbury Department of Youth and Families in order for children and families to get mental health care. And so my hope is that my business would relieve a little bit of this for families as well. The grant money that I applied for will be used to offset the startup costs of creating the welcoming, professional, peaceful office space that I would like families to have access to. Living with mental health needs and parenting a child with mental health needs are immensely stressful experiences. And my dream is to have an office space that allows both children and parents to exhale for an hour of their week. Whether that sense of safety and care comes through professional signage on the building, clean, comfortable furniture to sit in, soothing wall colors, a cup of tea to relax with, or various art supplies, fidgets, or sensory materials to use in sessions, my goal is to make the physical space part of the therapeutic experience that allows children and families the opportunity to heal. At this time, I've spent just over $3,000 getting the office space itself set up for families and children to come to. Thank you again for your time this morning. Regardless of the outcome of my own personal grant application, I'm proud to be a resident of Westborough and know that opportunities like this exist for small business owners in our community. I hope to be one of them for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice presentation. Any questions?
I'm sorry. How did you find out about the grant application?
A friend of mine who lives in town and was actually one of the high school counselors for a really long time alerted me to the grant application.
Okay, great. Is that the only way you heard about it? Was through
Yes,
somebody
it
else?
was word of mouth.
And as
Yeah.
far as the other grant applications, I'm sorry, I meant to ask. Obviously, Abby, you don't have to answer. I know how you know. But, yeah, exactly. But the other applicants, I'm sorry.
Lorraine, do you have?
Yeah, I've been in Westborough for years, so yeah.
Did you contact the town, or did you talk to Laura? Or?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
been very helpful.
Nina?
Word of mouth actually from one of my small business clients who's has a business here in Westborough. So that's how I found out.
Okay. From Nina?
Word of mouth and our accountant, Vincent Cirillo.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Just a couple questions. So on your application, it looks like we didn't, just in the rubric, yeah, okay. You're a Westborough resident and you're the owner, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's just one correction that we noted. The giving you points for being a Westborough resident.
Oh,
and
okay.
owning the business. But I also just wanted to clarify, and this really doesn't have an impact on your application, but just in terms of youth and family services. So the town of Westborough, Shrewsbury Youth and Family Services is not a town of Shrewsbury department. It's its own nonprofit. And we contract with them to provide counseling services in Westborough. So
Westborough.
that doesn't mean, I mean, that's great that we have multiple opportunities for
Yeah.
Westborough residents, but I just wanted to clarify that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christy.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions? Islam, you look like you were going toward the microphone. Okay, all right. All right, thank you so much, appreciate that. All right, so in the bucket, we have a balance of 27,449. That's what we have available. Quick question for you guys, Laura and Fred, the signage, we can actually, or signage, we can apply to that other grant that we've been talking about, right? The other money?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can look at the 20,000 towards that, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about
Right,
today.
right, but I just wanted to say if we decided to kind of split that because the bucket's not so large and pull some of the signage out and have them apply for that grant for signage?
We can, and that's what Lara's been working with.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So we've kind of tried to take the sign people out that have been asking.
Yep, yep,
So just remembering that this committee decided to spend additional monies last grant cycle.
yep.
So this has to last you this cycle and conceivably one more before the March meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
okay, all right.
So Brio did amend their contract or their application so
Yep.
that we moved some of it over to the
Right.
signage grant, and they did apply for the signage grant.
Okay,
Great.
all right, perfect. Just for the counseling, just so that that's in there too. Okay, so let's start, let's just start with the new companies, and let's start with Brio. Looking at their rubric, they're at 65 points. Conversation around Brio?
Like I said, I think a business that helps attract people to our community, which obviously restaurants are. Secondly, any loss of a restaurant in our community impacts our business community and our residential community no matter what. It would be a great asset to our community, so I'm fully in support of this application.
Also, from a sheer amount of investment, I can't imagine how heavy it was. So to help out a business that will contribute so much, I think it's probably just a drop in the bucket compared to what it's cost.
My thoughts, so as I look at these grants, I look at employment, right? So we look at the investment and employment, which is why those questions are so important to me. So, as we build out our new businesses, we want to make sure that we're building out our businesses to increase the employment of our community as well. Obviously, there's a lot of employees that are coming from Westborough. So, anyone else have any? Aslam, do you have any?
No, we're good. I think they spend a lot of money on signage too, so I think they are qualified for a kind of grant. Yeah.
Anything? No? Okay, all right. So they have applied for $5,000, keeping in mind we have 27,449. So do we want to go through all the applications first and have discussions around them and then allocate the dollars? I'm asking my committee.
I would vote for this based on each individual one, I personally, and I would vote for the $5,000.
Okay.
So this $5,000, if we take it from the signage, it's gonna be excluded from the 27, or it's still
No,
everything
five
is
will come out
27?
it'll come out of this
Everything.
27, yeah.
And there's one more grant round before town meeting.
Yeah.
Sorry?
There's typically one more grant
Yeah,
round. before-
presumably if we get applications between now and March, which,
I think I missed the last meeting. How much did we allocate or award at the last grant meeting?
we went over 15,000. I don't remember the number up
Yeah.
top of my head.
9.
Was it 9?
Nine,
Somewhere
yeah.
we went over 15 on one of the quarters.
First quarter.
Was
Yeah.
it first quarter?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, how could that have been? No. How did that work? The last quarter, so the problem is town meeting is in March,
Right.
but we had one more round in April. And that's where we went over. And we started sort of we started off with less than we had originally asked for.
Okay.
It's a little
Yeah.
confusing.
I don't, this isn't specific to this application, but I say this every time I think we talk about it. I'm just concerned about allocate or awarding more than we would anticipate in a quarter, because I think that then we're disadvantaging folks who are coming to our community later in the year or don't find out about the program until later in the year. So we can't do anything about it now, but I just wanted to raise
Agreed.
that.
Yep, agreed.
I think we discussed before that the grant shouldn't exceed 50% of the project cost, so it'd be fair for everybody. If they're gonna put 10, we give them 5, but
Yeah.
if they're gonna put 5, so we give them the 25.
Gotcha.
I think this will give us space for everybody.
Yep.
I think we have to I think we have to discuss each one on its merit as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, agreed. Okay. All right. So do we want to vote on this one?
I think based on the job creation, the potential tourism impact, and the vast cost, I would make a motion to support the $5,000 investment. Or grant, I'm sorry.
Is there a second for that?
Seconded.
All right, we're going to go around. Danny?
I'm in favor.
Leonardo, yes.
Labanius.
Carol, yes.
Jingers, yes.
Coker, yes?
Bagden, yes.
Chapman, yes.
Williams, yes.
Awesome. Congrats. Yep, you bringing the restaurant back to life, the vast amount of employees that that you're going to be hiring within the community. It's exactly what we're looking for. So congratulations, and let's get open. Awesome. Thank you so much. Next up for new businesses is Thrive. Discussion around Thrive. The cost of the equipment is $3,000. Young entrepreneur. So that's just an emotional thing that, hey, that's awesome. Looking at employees and growth and where he wants to take his company, who he can serve. It is on the rubric. It's a low score, but it's a brand new business.
Wait a minute, not
Wait, you got the
Thrive.
wrong one.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Right,
sorry.
not Thrive.
Thrive, sorry. Let's dial that back for a minute.
That was TV law.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. Oh, goodness. All right, good morning. All right, we're gonna start again. So, all right, so brand new business, Westborough resident still, serving our mental health community as a parent of someone who has severe mental health issues. I appreciate the work that you're doing on a personal level. Employees, I think you'll probably be adding as you go. And any questions or comments around this application?
I have a,
Yep.
I don't, I wouldn't want us to award more than $15,000 today so
Mhm.
that we can award something in our next grant round.
Yep.
And so given that there's five additional applicants, I don't know if we want to talk about it more globally before we vote on Thrive. But that's just if everyone else wants to award all the money, that's different.
Yeah, I would agree that we wouldn't want to go much over 15 for today.
I would agree with that.
so that we do have some more money available in there.
So the application has $1,000 for signing, so was that moved over to the other grant pool?
So that was what I was getting at when I asked that question, Danny.
Right.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
She has not applied for the sign grant. That doesn't mean that she can't.
Right, so there is some other money there available. All right, any questions, thoughts on this? No? Okay.
I think more providers the better. Having kids that have had challenges trying to find providers for this type of work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, how long you been in business? You just opened, okay.
Just started, yeah.
Yep, so
Yeah.
that's right, you're a new business. Okay, you just
Yeah.
opened, yep.
So the request is for, that's what I'm looking for, was for $4,000 signage. If we pull that out, there's $1,000 for signage. So we're looking at furniture and materials, couple grand. If we want.
So asking for 4, we're being asked for 2.
So the estimate of the project is 4. There's signage in there. There's an allocation for $1,000 for signage, which she can then apply for that on the signage grant, which we have. So we can pull that out. So we're looking at $3,000. If we take
2,000, right? The total is 4. If we take 2 for the signage, so
no, it's 1 for the signage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's 3,000 left in this particular application.
Okay.
All right, so if you look at the description, so if we looked at Eslam's, the 50%, it could be $1,500 if we wanted to do that. If we wanted to do the full 3, we could.
I'm gonna suggest we have to go through all the applicants now.
I think we have to table this.
Yep,
Yes.
okay, all right, that's, okay. Agreed, everyone?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Agreed.
Okay, so let's go over to, Nina Bond, CPA. So we're going over to the existing businesses here. We've got, so new business, 65 on the rubric. We'll be moving a full-time employee to a part-time employee to a full-time employee. That's the anticipation for this one. Any discussion around this? Build-out costs? So the estimate of the project is 6,300, asking for the full 5,000. Given that it's not going to really build the employment stack here, it will help obviously increase business and take care of people in Westborough. But if we look at our whole mission and what we're looking at doing, that would be something I think I would take a consideration on.
Point of clarification,
Sure.
the rubric we follow, how much is that a guideline versus a pretty strong we follow it? Because it just talking through some of these, that they're high or they're low. Do we challenge the scores or do we take that?
We have
challenged the
It's kind
scores.
of, but it's kind of a work in progress. We continue to try and evolve it to take everything into account, and it's really difficult to do so, but it's a guiding document. I wouldn't say it's etched in stone.
Yeah, and for me, it's a starting point. It kind of gives us an idea of that's kind of how I look at it, an idea of how strong it is in terms of, what we're looking for. So they've been in business for, 10 years plus. So they've been here for a very long time. Renovated an existing space. They're using more than, so it doesn't look like they're using more than 50% of the funds because there was a second partner there that contributed to that $6,300. So.
I think my only concern is we all have great proposals here and, but there doesn't seem to be an element of need, so to speak, relative to others. There are profitable businesses that are in place. There are new ones that have, no other options.
Yep.
So that's what I'm watching here is that, you know, again, no offense to anybody here at all,
We're here
but
for
you have a business that's been in place that's probably a reasonably profitable business and has other resources versus some that really don't have anything except this.
Yep, agreed.
So that makes, you know, some of these quite different than the scores.
Any comments? Aslami, you agree?
Yeah, 100% agree. Also, we have only one business presenting today, which is paid 50%. The other partner of the business is not here, is not asking for a grant. So I don't know. I just want to give everybody a fair shot, you know, of the grant. There is people really need this money, otherwise their business will never come up to the light. And there is people is already established, and this is like extra money, but not necessary. So we should consider that.
Yep. Yep. Comments there? Okay. All right. Let's move to the next one. God, this is fun.
It's hard.
Danny, you have something?
No, I agree. It's got to be tough.
Yeah. All right. So TB Lawn and Landscape, score is low on the rubric, obviously, it's brand new business. And then the application is dialed back to $3,000 versus $5,000 due to the fact that he was able to negotiate a discounted rate. Young gentleman trying to boost his business and get it off the ground. So discussions around this one?
So I like this application. So there's a quantifiable payback too from the skid steer that you'd probably be able to figure out, you know, how much profit per job type of a thing that would really, you know, help document whether this is worth it or not.
Yeah.
So, if I may?
Yeah.
So I appreciate the new business. The only question I'd have is, I'm not sure that it's connected to a brick and mortar. So I'm not sure that it's located in a store. So that's something that has to be clarified, because we can't do, well, I don't think home occupations wouldn't qualify. So
Even
that's,
if it's adding employees? And that's a question I have.
well, because then we open a whole different door, and that's not what, if we read what the original intent, in my opinion, it was connected to a brick and mortar.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
He
Because-
does store his equipment though, and
Well, I think that's.
So we're not going to look at home-based businesses, is that what we're going to do? Not going to do?
I believe that's not the intent.
And where does he store?
Arch Street,
Okay.
I don't know, warehouse of sorts.
I don't know, I just like
It's actually-
clarification for the committee on that.
It's actually a requirement on our website.
Right.
Okay.
So probably, you know, unfortunately, we probably should have told him that this wasn't eligible.
Well,
Okay.
I think they're aware of that. I think the justification, it's up to them to make the justification to the committee. That's, so when we reviewed it, that would be a question that I'm opening up to the committee.
You want to come back up? Oh, are you, yeah, no, so where, you're storing your equipment here, are you planning on opening up an office? What's your-
Definitely down the road, I'd like to look around. It can just be kind of hard to find a space that would suit my business for storage for all my equipment and stuff like that, and also have an office space that would be usable for what I'd be looking for. But as far as now, that location I have a lease to keep all my trucks and trailers and stuff like that. So, yeah,
So you have a lease and you're leasing from here in town?
I do. Yes,
Okay.
it's right in Westborough.
What's the amount of your lease?
It's $250 a month.
Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to defer to, I'm going to ask Christy because I don't know the whole, so what's the,
I mean, I'm just looking at the website right now, but
Yeah.
I think to the question earlier, like, I think I use the rubric maybe more than others because I think that we've established these criteria for a reason and we've talked through them many, many times.
okay.
And then the eligibility requirements, I think, are pretty clear.
Yep, okay.
I mean, it says applicants must occupy a physical space in a commercial establishment. And then it says applicants must be a for-profit business seeking to do one or more of the following: establish a new location in Westborough, expand an existing location in Westborough, expand services to an existing location. So I don't, it just, to me, it just doesn't seem like I I share
Yeah.
the excitement for this young man that all of you do, but I don't think it's an eligible use of our grant funds.
Okay, all right. All right. Lindsay Taylor, Spa Tea, the rubric is high. My issue is the hot water heater. It's not gonna add value to the businesses. It's not, to me, it's the cost of doing business. Yes.
Because we have such a large staff, it will allow us to hire more stylists because we have a larger hot water heater, so we don't have cold water for our clients. I mean, it can only serve so many people at once, so adding it was a necessity if we wanted to grow our business and hire more people and take more clients.
Okay, oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I view that as a maintenance issue, honestly. The water heaters wear out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've had to deal with that too. Cost of business.
Anybody else?
I agree.
Okay. All righty. And then the Lorraine Academy of Dance, 80 points on the rubric. New signage, new facade. She's taken over, had a really short notice to find a new space after 30 years of being in business here in town. Was able to locate a space, an existing space that was empty. How cool was that? That was the same kind of studio. Renovating that. First floor storefront. There's a few of the 3 locations.
Maureen, do you have a rough number of families or students that you service?
I have over 100.
Okay.
I'm sorry, how many did you say?
100.
100?
One.
Over
Yes.
100, okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay.
How many employees do you have?
I have 4.
Full-time?
Not full-time, no. I do majority of the teaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's go through these. Any other discussion on the dance studio? No?
How much is the grant?
Okay. I'm looking right now.
It's 5,000.
What's it? 5?
I think so.
Okay.
You're asking for full 5.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm looking at the cost of the project.
So
Trying to find the cost of the project.
30,000.
Oh, I see it right here. Yeah.
The 30,000.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a significant amount over, that increases there, so.
If I may, you having general discussion, or?
Yeah, let's have, general discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the dance studio, it scores high on the rubrics, and I think they put quite a significant investment. So in my opinion, it would qualify for the full 5,000.
I agree.
I agree. Do we do names?
No, we discussed it, but we didn't take a vote on it.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
Okay. I'm in agreement with the investment that she has made in the community, the length of time that she's been in here, and how many families she's serving.
But I would make a motion that we award 5,000 towards the dance academy.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay. Danny, we're gonna start with you.
I'm in favor.
Okay.
Leonardo, yes.
Leban, yes.
Carol, yes.
Jingles, yes.
Coker, yes.
Agden, yes.
Chapman, yes.
Williams, yes.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's go back. Okay, over to, for Nina Bond, the CPA, partnership, $6,300, 5,000 asking, partner. Thoughts, general discussion?
I think we can vote.
Oh,
We had our general discussions.
yeah, okay, all right. Do they want to make a motion?
Motion to vote.
Motion to vote?
What
What are we voting on?
What do you want to give them a amount? I want to give.
To pass on giving a grant.
So to deny the grant?
Mhm.
Okay, and we have a second for that?
Yeah. Second, Islam.
Second, okay. All right, Danny?
No.
Okay. Are you voting no?
I'm voting to not fund that.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, can I just ask?
Yes.
I do not vote no for that, just so you know.
Oh, I'm just curious about the if the committee wants to vote additional grants or not. I would like to. I guess I should have said something earlier. I guess I would like to have more discussion before voting on. So I guess I would vote. I'll jump in and vote no on that motion, just because I want to have more discussion about.
I vote no on the motion, yes.
Yep. Okay. Okay, more discussion on, so we have roughly $5,000 left to give. So we've
Agreed.
given,
Wow.
two businesses have invested a significant amount of money.
Again, I'll just clarify, if you're going to have money left over, that leaves you about 12.5 for the last quarter. If this committee grants 15,000, you've already awarded 10.
Yeah.
Just to be clear,
And it leaves us, once again, how much for the next
about
quarter?
12.5
Yeah,
for the last quarter.
yeah. I said roughly 15.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, if we do 2 additional grants before the March, then it really cuts that down, so.
No, we'd have one vote in January, one round in January, and then we'd have one in April.
But April would be into the next, we would refinance for April, that's my, so I'm only looking for one additional.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
I get it.
I think that 12.5 is a safe number, but, just keep that in mind. I think, if I may,
Yeah.
it'd be helpful, I mean, we've awarded the 10, and I think those were sound.
Yeah.
You now have 3 businesses left. 4.
4, yep.
4, my apologies. It'd be helpful to kind of get a feel from the committee, do you think any of them are out? So I would question the state scare, albeit I do appreciate the application. I think it's, it's a great idea. When we reviewed the applications, I think it was clear that we didn't think it qualified. So I'd like the committee to kind of weigh in on that.
Given what Christie has said, I would agree with that. It doesn't qualify and
Agreed.
for what we're doing.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's no lack of enthusiasm
Yeah.
for what you're
Yeah.
working on, but it just doesn't meet the
It
criteria.
pains me to say no
Yes.
to a young entrepreneur,
Right.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
obviously.
Yeah.
I would
But
suggest
based
if-
on our criteria, then we have to say no.
Yeah, I would suggest that as his business grows, he comes back to the committee when it.
Well, I hope he does, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So that brings us down to 3.
Yeah.
Again, if I may, Lindsay Taylor has been awarded several, I think 2 or 3 grants over the years, albeit she qualifies because it's been, or that company qualifies because it's been over a year.
All right.
I have an agreement that a lot of that is operational cost. Again, they should be lauded for their business in town, so I don't want to discredit any of that, but I looked at the committee to see what you really think. If we all agree it's operational cost, I think then that kind of, not disqualifies them, but there would be no amount given to that.
We all agreed on that, yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
we agree.
Yep. Okay.
So that makes it a little easier, because now you're down to 2.
I suggest that we defer Nina Bonds to the spring then, because we should probably hear from her partner, because I'm still unclear as to why the investment didn't come from the other person, or to some degree.
I look at it a
So-
little bit differently. 6,300 is split between 2 people.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. So I personally don't think it's, I mean, I love the fact that you're expanding and all of that, but to me, that's the cost of doing, you're partnering. So, and it's a couple $1,000 between 2 people and businesses that are, right. So that's just my opinion. So I don't think it's, if we come back and you do more investment over time.
I wouldn't, I like the suggestion of deferring it to the spring and having them come back. Because we don't really know what we're going to get in the spring. And secondly, if we have a
Right.
chance to hear
That's
from the
what I'm
partner,
thinking.
I'm for it. I'm for them coming back in the spring and reviewing it again.
Yeah.
I'm for that. To hear more information. Yes.
I'm sorry, may I say something?
Yeah,
Sure.
of course, yeah.
I think the reason I'm only here, if this makes sense, was because I'm the lessee of the office space. So I certainly would have brought John, my partner, if I thought that was appropriate, but I thought because I was the lessee that I was the only one supposed to be here.
But he's the beneficiary, right? He's the beneficiary, he's getting the office built and everything?
Oh, well, I would say I am too, for having him there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we share a benefit, of course. Yeah.
Are you sharing all expenses with this too? Is he going to share all the expenses or not?
Well, he does pay me
Do you
some.
want to come up, Nina?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. He does share costs for internet and some of the office space cost.
But not the lease part of it? No?
Well, yeah, I mean, I assume the responsibility for the lease.
Okay.
But he does pay me some money a month for using the space.
Okay.
But I bear the responsibility for the lease.
You bear the responsibility, and that's what the relationship is going to be, as far as that
Yeah,
lease?
yes, yeah.
Again, that's the cost of doing business. I mean,
I mean,
internet.
even
and
when you
leasing.
start paying, you will lease, so you will get your money back by end of the year. So this kind of investment, it will come back to you. I think that's why makes this kind of grant. I think there is another business really needs for this money. Whatever you just said right now, your money will be back in one point, you know, sooner or later. So I don't know, but I think we will see or find more business qualified for this grant more than her business. This is my idea.
Yeah, I mean, there's an emotional connection with every business in town, but we have to, we have certain financial constraints over us. So we have to look at who's generating the most jobs, who's recreating, who's expanding, all that type of
Absolutely, understand, yep.
stuff. Yeah, no, we appreciate you coming forward.
Yeah.
though.
Thank you, Nina.
Okay,
Thank you,
yeah.
thank you.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Can
And-
I add a point of clarification, if I may? With Nina, the CPA, if you look on the application, I think it does say, and Larry had pointed out, her investment was done in November, so to qualify, if it goes past November, she wouldn't qualify,
Yeah,
because she's already made the investment, so she couldn't come back,
right.
Okay.
Okay.
just to be clear on that.
Yep. I still look at the numbers, and being a business owner myself, if I'm splitting $6,300 with another partner, to build out the office space, and it's split between two people. So.
Okay.
no.
So who's making the motion?
Well, we have to discuss one more, right?
There's one more.
And we have
Okay.
one more to discuss, and that's going to be
Right.
Thrive, yep. So I'll open that up for discussion.
Can we go through the criteria for Thrive?
Sure, yep.
So, project will result in tangible long-term investment. I understand why we didn't award points for that, but applicant is either committed to a long-term lease or plans to purchase the property.
Mhm.
Didn't,
She has a 1-year lease with an option for 1 more year.
okay.
Okay,
So I thought that they had purchased the property. I see. Okay.
yep.
I have one other one I was going to ask about, but. And the property, I don't remember when was the property vacant?
Oh, I did actually, Renee, can you come up for a second? I'm not sure I didn't know it was vacant.
I actually am not sure of the answer of that either. I would have to ask my landlord. I know they recently purchased the building, but I don't know if it was
Owner?
sorry?
This is Church Street. Church Street?
8 Church Street.
I'm sorry, what number is church?
8 Church Street. It's
I believe
the
it's been vacant for over a year.
blue one. It's Heckman Financial is in there now, and I'm leasing from a part of it from them.
Heckman moved in, Karen Heckman moved in last, January?
Yep.
Okay, so it's multiple locations within a church, multiple businesses within a church.
Yes.
Yeah, we did that last year.
Okay.
Are you planning on hiring any additional therapists?
I hope to eventually, long
Yeah.
term. My projection is probably that I'm gonna wind up having more clients than I'm likely able to see, given the current demand for mental health services. So my long-term hope is that there would be more than just me. As of right now, I literally started this month, so it's just me for now.
Yeah,
But
But I mean, I would anticipate, just given the mental health crisis that we have going on, that you
we'll probably expand.
Yeah, there'll be a wait list
Yeah.
fairly soon. Okay. And you were in the school system, so you've got relationships with quite a few people.
Yeah, with lots
and
of
you're a
people.
trusted person. Chrissy, did you have something?
No, I was just going to say the reason I wanted to go through their criteria is because the score is very low.
Yeah.
So I'm just concerned about making an award where the score is 25 out of,
It would be 30.
It's
'cause we
30.
added
Yeah,
5
we
for the
added the
resume.
5.
sorry, 30 out of 95. Right.
Could I ask a question? Just your revenues. You said it's only 2 days a week, or is
As
that
of
just
right now, yeah, I'm gonna try to kind of slowly scale in how many days a week I'll be actually seeing clients, just because I feel like I probably still have a lot to learn about just running the business and keeping the business up and going. But my hope is to just gradually build on and increase probably 1 day a week as the business just gets a little more stable.
So on the rubric, it looks like, are you doing any business counseling? Are you working with anyone to help you in that, scale up your knowledge?
I mean, not just my own financial advisor, but not like a entity in town or anything like that.
Lots of free resources out there. Women Center for Women Enterprise, they're located here in Westborough. SCORE is another one, so they're free.
Okay,
Clark
great.
University has a small business coaching, so those are things that will help you kind of ramp up and make the right decisions.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the eligibility requirements on the website give preference. It doesn't say that it's a requirement, but it gives preference to businesses that are open for not fewer than 4 days, Monday through Friday, and at least 1 day of the weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This may be, if I may,
Yeah, of course.
this may be a business that would be well suited to come back.
Come back, yeah,
to
that's what I'm
see-
thinking too.
To kind of see where the business goes, if it grows a little bit. And
Yeah. I would agree with that, as much as it pains me.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, so if I may too, the question was asked, and I should have clarified it earlier. This committee, and I don't know that most of you were here, the rubric was actually painstakingly done over several years. And the committee continues to look at it.
Yeah.
So it's not like a carved in stone. It's not guaranteed that you have to go by the rubrics, and there can be exceptions to that. Obviously, the committee's done that. So just want everybody to understand that it's not, the scoring is important, I think, to a certain degree. If it'd be nice to be able to invent numbers on these sometimes with the rubric, but as I said, I think this is a business that would be well
At the end of
suited
the
to
day,
maybe look.
it always becomes emotional because we want to try to give money to everybody.
Right, correct.
I do scholarships every year. We have to pull out tissues. It's the hardest job there ever is. You want to give money to everybody. But we did put in criteria for a purpose. I think we are a work in progress about some of the rubric. I would go back to some of these things myself. But I agree with what you said. And we're trying to make the best decisions and to be obviously support other businesses that want to come forward too. So having done scholarships for years, I walk away just wanting to get my own checkbook open. So it's awful. I will say this. And we are here to support our business community for sure.
Yep.
So
I think the significant investment of the two that we've granted have been, that they're much, much warranted. I think the newer businesses need to be up and running a little bit more. We need to be, one thing that I think that's missing from the rubric is what's the anticipation for employees from the town? I mean, we're that drives our engine. There's a whole thing for economic development. So we've had a discussion on TB lawn not eligible under the criteria in which the grant program is done. We've had a discussion around Lindsay Taylor that the water heater is a cost of doing business. Academy of Dance were good. Nina Bond, we're asking to come back with her partner or reapply. Can she reapply or no?
Well, no, because that was why I wanted to point it out, because
Yeah.
her investment was in November.
Yeah, we got you.
And
Got you.
according, again, to our criteria, you're only allowed a year
We
from
just
the
didn't take a
investment.
formal vote on
Yeah.
either bond yet. Yeah, right?
All right. Further discussion on that one?
I think that, well, I guess it depends on the committee's thought on that, whether it's expansion of the business. I think it does merit some kind of award. In this particular case, even if you split it in half, so the investment was $3,000 or something, and did half that, I don't know, I don't know what the amount is, but
I would be open to that, so the half that Nina has put in,
Right.
and then that 50% that Eslam had talked about. So about 1,500. I'm listening.
No, I was just clarifying whether you meant half of the half.
Half of the half,
Well,
yeah.
right, half
I'm
of the
clarifying
half,
half
so-
of the half, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that if she's applying for the grant
Mm-hmm.
and half of the money didn't come from her, came from her partner,
Right.
then it's the half of the half.
Yeah.
To stay within, stay within the criteria.
so if I'll make a motion to grant Nina D. Bond, CPA, $1,600 grant amount.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Danny?
Yes, I agree to give that.
Okay.
Leonardo, yes.
Laban, yes.
Carol, no.
Jingers, yes.
Coker, no.
Bagdon, yes.
Chapman, yes.
It went by majority.
Yeah.
Yep, $1,600 to Nina. You're welcome. Okay, and then that's it, right?
Did you guys vote on Thrive?
We did not vote.
We did not vote on Thrive, yeah. So other discussion around Thrive?
Was to
Well,
come back? Come back? Thrive?
Thrive to come back, yeah.
Well, I think we said they weren't eligible.
Oh,
No,
Thrive?
No, that was
That
the
was
bond.
Nina.
Thrive
No,
isn't
Thrive is
eligible
only
to come
working
back.
2 days a week,
Correct.
so it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
eligible right now.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
they
to
would
come
have to
back.
come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
So at this point, we've got the three
Three.
that are
You've
left.
awarded 3 grants.
We've decided that we're not going to grant any further funds on this round. I'd like to make a motion for that.
And a motion to ask Thrive to come back in the spring, right? When's,
They can come back January-ish.
okay. Yep, okay.
I'll suggest that Lara will keep in touch, just to kind of keep her clued in on that.
And
Or
this
I
is,
will, one of us.
and this for us is lessons learned. We need to make sure that the criteria, that was, we're looking at these things, that, we're making sure they're vetted well before we come in.
Well, so I'll comment on that.
Yeah.
We do vet
Yeah, I
them,
know you
but
do.
it's still
Yeah.
up to the committee to, as far as I know, we tell them that if we think there's some question to the application, so we bring that to them.
Yeah.
But it's up to them to convince the committee one way or the other. We do not say they can't come to the committee, just to be clear on that. So we do look at the applications, and if we think there's something lacking in them, we let them know that.
Okay,
I apologize, we may have missed Thrives.
a couple
We may have
eligibility.
missed some of that, but.
okay, yeah.
I mean, is it advisable that the committee discusses the viability prior to the presentations, or?
We can, I mean, it hasn't come up all that often.
Oh, I really think we should, so that we certainly, to bring someone forward who, and to say, no, I'd rather we say, here was what, with the application,
Yeah.
here's why. So, yeah,
Agree.
yeah.
Well,
I
so
really
Lara-
think that we should have a conversation when we get together first, because this is their precious time too.
Yep.
Right.
To bring them forward,
For sure.
so.
So how would the committee like to see that? I'm not sure what is being suggested.
Well, so there's clearly for a couple of these applications, home-based business and then not being open, those are two criteria that's on the website.
Right.
That, would have made them not eligible. So just for us to make sure that we're looking, so Laura, you and I can look at that when we get the application. I was away last week,
Well,
so.
yeah, so I would suggest that Islam and Daniel, right, as the
Yep.
business assistant grant subcommittee.
Yep.
Right, that maybe that's something that, the
Yep.
process generally goes that it closes, the time period closes. I put together all the information. We meet
You guys meet, yeah.
staff-wise.
Yep.
And discuss, and then we come here. So
So maybe
perhaps
it'll
we
go there.
discuss and we
Yeah, that's
include
Yep.
some
Agree.
process within that. I don't know if we can't make decisions prior to this meeting.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but it should go to the committee. That's a great point. Go
Well,
to- go
so
to
that's
you guys.
what I'm asking. I'm not sure exactly what you
Shelby's got her
want,
hand.
how do you want to do this? Or what you're suggesting.
I want to make sure we were mindful of time. It's 9:20.
Yeah,
So
well, maybe that's a discussion to be
Yeah,
brought up for next
yeah.
meeting though.
So I'm still recused, but as a suggestion, if we have a subcommittee, which we do.
we do.
I think that those two members could participate earlier on in the process.
Yep. That's, I think, what Laura was
So,
saying. Yep.
so I'm not clear of what the process of the like kind of internal staff vetting, but very early in that process should weed out, if you will.
Yeah. Agreed.
Applications.
Agreed. Okay.
So we, if I may, I would table this until next meeting to
Yep.
have a more thorough conversation about how you want to go forward.
Yeah. And Eslam and Danny, you and I can get together.
Yeah.
And then we can kind of talk about
Sure.
what that looks like before the next meeting, so that we're
Sure.
clear on
We
what's
are
going
working
on.
also on updating the criteria, so
Yep.
we get it like more firm, so we don't have to have like motion versus like it's eligibility or not.
Yep. Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
Great.
Yeah, we need to really talk about the rubric again.
Yeah. So it's 9:20. I really want to be
No,
able
I
to
don't
get
mean
through
now,
that. Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
and I know
All
that
right.
you
Sure.
guys.
Let's
so
make
I
a
know
mo-
Islam's
let's make a
working on it.
motion to
Yeah.
what we
Okay.
decided to make a motion on. That.
I think you can discuss the rubric next meeting too.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
So on the remaining grants, can we have a motion that we are not going to provide any more funding for this round? Can I get a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, go.
Leonardo, yes.
Leban, yes.
Carol, yes.
Gingras, yes.
Coker, yes.
Baghdon, yes.
Chapman, yes.
Okay. So, thank you to all of you. We really appreciate it. This is a robust discussion, and I'm sorry for those of you because I wish we could give out all the money, but we have to make sure that we are clear on how we allocate the money. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
And congratulations to the grantees.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. All right, let's move on the agenda. Whew, okay, we're gonna roll quickly, everybody. I think we're gonna table the committee reports until next meeting. I think that's the best use of our time at this point. So we're gonna move over to the planning department. Jenny?
Yeah, so I had given the committee an update on the proposed zoning changes for downtown that we're bringing to the October 21st town meeting. And I wanted to see if this committee would vote on supporting that zoning article for town meeting.
And the article Laura had passed out.
I wrote a letter, well,
Wrote a letter?
There's-
Here we go.
A
Ready?
sample letter of
So-
the
Need
to read it.
recommendation.
To the
There's
news.
the letter, yeah,
It's a pretty extensive zoning article, but the link is on the agenda to the warrant, which has the article, and then it does reference attachments, which are updates to the table of uses, updates to the dimensional controls, and updates throughout the zoning. Essentially, we are looking at allowing more uses by right in the downtown zoning district as opposed to a discretionary permitting process through special permits or variances. And we're also allowing more flexibility in the dimensional controls to hopefully promote more creativity in how something could be built. So these were all recommendations in the master plan and also the downtown plan that we recently did.
If I may, can I make a motion?
Yeah.
I would make a motion that the EDC support the changes in downtown zoning.
Second.
All right. Does anyone want me to read the letter?
Yes.
Authorized
I
by
would
you on behalf of the EDC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to the members of the Westborough Planning Board, on behalf of the Town of Westborough's Economic Development Committee, we are pleased to express our strong support for the proposed Article 14 to amend zoning by law at Town of Westborough Special Fall Town Meeting. This amendment represents an important step towards thoughtful and sustainable growth in Westborough by encouraging redevelopment of underutilized parcels, supporting local business expansion, and creating housing opportunities. The proposal aligns with our community's long-term goals and master plan objectives. Adopting this zoning change will expand economic opportunity and strengthen the tax base. Furthermore, it provides clarity for property owners, encourages responsible investment, and helps ensure that future development reflects the values of Westborough. We respectfully urge the Planning Board and Town Meeting members to support the proposed zoning amendment. Thank you for your consideration and for your continued work to shape a vibrant and balanced future for Westborough. So Fred has made a motion, Karen has seconded it. Any more discussion?
I would just like to say, Sandy, if you can't be there to read that letter, if it's, because typically that would be at town meeting.
Okay.
I will happen to be there. I'm happy to read
You
it
will?
as vice
Okay,
chair.
gotcha. I'll try to do that.
Did I second that letter?
No, sorry, Shelby did.
Okay.
It was.
You said my name, but that's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. All right,
Thought it was you.
All right, Danny,
Okay.
I'm in favor.
in favor?
Leonardo, yes.
Laban, yes.
Carol, yes.
Jingris, yes.
Coker, yes.
Marshall, yes.
Bagden, yes.
Chapman, yes.
All right.
Thank you.
We will. Great, yay. Anything else?
No.
No, all right, perfect. Laura, you got 2 minutes to roll through your update.
I won't go up there. Branding wayfinding project update. We're working on shop drawings. Should be completed by 10:31 or thereabouts. Fred and I did a drive-by. We're looking at really like getting down to the nitty-gritty of where the signs would be, so that we can give a robust and fully explored presentation to the select board so that they can go and decide exactly, where it'll be. The shop drawings are expected to also help with the next phase, which is our request to get it all fabricated and installed. Westborough Main Street Trick or Treat is planned again for October 28th. I've so far have 35 businesses signed up. We'll create a map listing of businesses. Mike talked to his neighbors at Bay State, and they decided to table sort of a special how we can bring people to Bay State also for this year, and that it's a possibility for next year to do something more robust
Did you talk to
during this
Brio
time.
too? Is Brio going to be?
Brio has not signed up yet.
The issue is it's so close that if we're going to have something meaningful on the
Gotcha.
lawn,
Yep.
like if you wanted to have music, you got to find somebody.
Gotcha.
So
Yep.
we want to do it thoughtfully in the future.
Yep, awesome.
That just regarding Brio, that is actually Mondays and Tuesdays will be a closed night for Brio, but this is we don't want to just do something without kind of partnering, even though
Right.
we're adjacent to that.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Perfect.
so we'd love to partner in future years.
Awesome.
Coming up October 14th, join us in making Westborough a destination of choice, our tourism planning meeting, signing up businesses now. There's about 14 businesses signed up, being held at Doubletree Hotel. We also have a correction from last month. I'm sorry, it's not November 5th, it's November 12th is a scheduled AI workshop. That was already in the works. And then, of course, town meeting is scheduled for October 21st. New businesses in September, Central Mass Physical Therapy and Wellness, a health physical therapy. They moved from one Lyman Street to another Lyman Street, right underneath Karen's.
30 Lyman, yep.
Tribe Fitness over Bay State Commons. They actually went into where Laureen's space was. And Craft Lab Westborough, which I think everyone now knows, which is lovely. They opened up as well. We are working on a few more small businesses. Thrive would be one of them for the October, right? But I'm just leaving it for September. And that's my report.
And Chill is opening up before Christmas, or?
Chill has not applied for their building permit yet.
Gotcha, okay. Any new business? Thank you, Laura, appreciate that. Yeah.
So I think it would be helpful, there have been a couple articles in, I'm not sure which paper, or maybe it was online. No, I know.
It's always the community advocate.
I think it would be helpful, perhaps Laura, through you, to even just provide a listing of kind of businesses that are selling. Like one that just popped up that's been on Facebook, I saw, was the location where Chipotle is, right over by Tom's office. Just so this committee has a sense of kind of like what's selling on the commercial side. I don't know if that's reasonable, but it just sold for like 10 million, and it's kind of a buzz in like the Westborough Facebook pages. And I'm wondering if it would be helpful for this committee to get updates as to what properties are selling, because to me that represents potential disruption of tenants or potential new tenants coming in. So I don't know. That can be for another discussion and for consideration, but when I saw that, I was like, I would think that this committee would sort of want to see what's going on there.
Yeah, I think the only thing I would say to that is that I am confidential, right? I do not share things if that is not, that is confident, right? So to that extent, I did know that property was selling because the property owner came to me for another reason, and I just happened to find that out. But it wasn't my place to share it.
It could
right?
even
So-
be after the fact. It might just be in an update you're giving us. Hey, I'm just letting you know that there was a sale that was made of a
okay.
commercial property. I'm
Sure.
not saying, any.
You're saying once it becomes public.
Yeah, absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't live in town, so I'm not here.
Just-
Go ahead, yeah.
And let me just clarify, I don't mean, we don't need to know all the real estate transactions, that's not what I'm asking for, but if it's deemed sort of substantial, that's a plaza that has, 4 or 5 different businesses, has a new anchor tenant, if you will, with dollar store, so I just feel like it would be helpful.
Makes sense. Go ahead.
So small business, just letting everybody know it's Prime Days from Amazon, and I'm part of another economic development committee, and shop local is a big deal, and there's some really good materials out there for anybody who needs them about shopping local and the hierarchy of shopping. It's hurting downtowns and all over the state and all over the country, so there's definitely some effort to resist a little bit of the temptation of that convenience for investing in your community.
That's something that we can look at as a committee, like how.
It's kind of my charge for the next 12 months, but it's only been a month or so.
That's something we can start to put on the agenda. And kind of
But if anybody has social media presence or whatever, or the town itself, whatever, it's always, every little bit helps.
Yep. Great. All right. Everyone's good with the committee? I just made an executive decision. We're all good there? Okay. Can we get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
My vice is supposed to do that.
Oh,
Sorry.
please.
Who seconded?
Second. Okay. Danny?
Yes.
Leonardo, yes.
Leban, yes.
Carol, yes.
Gingers, yes.
Coker, yes.
Marshall, yes.
Bagden, yes.
Chapman, yes.
Meeting adjourned. See you guys all in November. Thank
you,
you all
Westborough
so
TV.
much. Appreciate it.